Today we're doing a mood board speed run challenge with viewers. We have 30 minutes to compile a mood board from scratch based around whatever aesthetic we choose. The aesthetic that I'm choosing for today is black and white typography. If you haven't made a mood board, basically you search the internet for images that you think fit that aesthetic. So if you're working with a client to confirm, hey, is this kind of the look and feel that we're going for? And then at the end, because 30-minute timer, we should be done. I would like to see all of your mood boards. So we have a couple rules here. I'm going to start the timer now. I really like Pinterest because it auto searches stuff for you. I already know that this is the style that I like. I'm mainly just searching for as many images as I can. I really like this typography, but I really like the texture created from this here. They fit within the same aesthetic. This one's really nice. This is like very clearly Swiss-based typography, layout design. And right now I'm finding a lot of like document design. So I might want to like start switching it up. You just find the images first and then you kind of narrow down and pick your favorite ones out. Right now, these are all looking too similar. So I'm probably only going to pick maybe half. There's another website that I really like. So if you've never heard of it before, it's called searchsystem.co. This one is also similar to Pinterest. It's a little bit more industrial. I'm going to drop it in. I like that it's not just a white document. This is kind of cool, like packaging design, the embossing. So I might throw that in there. And now we're getting some more stuff for packaging. Like this looks awesome. So I'll drag this one in here. This one's really cool. The raised lettering. So far we've got some like decent stuff, but obviously we need to diversify it a little bit. I think packaging is a great way to get inspiration because you can find some like really weird stuff. This is awesome. So more grayscale. So this is like a crate design here. It also has like low contrast. So I'm going to throw this one in here just because it's a little bit more unique than just the documents, but it's like a clear example of typography. When I'm making mood boards, I'll usually like clean things up. So when I send it to the client, it doesn't look like just kind of like right now it's a mess. You should pick out the best images only images that are relevant. If you're creating a mood board, the color of the photos you choose is also very, very important. When you're creating a mood board, essentially all the photos that you pick, they blend together into one like large image. So you have to think about how these things will interact with each other when they're placed into one composition. This one is nice because it's an example of like environmental graphics. So not just flat documents, but how it actually works in a real world scenario. I actually don't really like this one as much, this packaging. So I'm going to delete it. I like this one specifically, and I'll just kind of like note why I choose certain images over other ones. But this one stood out to me because I think it's the first example of black and white typography where light is included. So if you're doing personal branding for yourself, making a mood board based off of your own taste is a really, really great start. That's how I started with mine. Ooh, I like this, the reflective texture. I think that's something that we don't have in any of the other images. All right, we're at the halfway point. So this challenge is actually going a little bit faster than I thought, which is awesome. This is interesting. So this is kind of like traditional Swiss typography design. This was made by a collection of students. So these posters are all made by different people, but they have a similar theme. Oh yeah, this is one of my favorites. This one's kind of interesting, the use of photography. So I'll drop it in for now. See, this is what I like about mood board hunting for like images. I'm invested now, like this is fun for me to try to search for this aesthetic. Like that's kind of cool, just architecture. Now is the moment where I sort this all out. I have a bunch of images, so I'm going to pick out the things that are maybe a little bit too similar. I'm going to pick out the things that are the most unique. The crate is very cool, so I'm going to keep the crate. I think this was very nice too. Oh yeah, this one was awesome. And this was also very cool. It's like packaging, document design, really nice proportions. Packaging design for this was very cool, but that gray is a little bit too blue. So maybe I'll use one of these other images. Like I think this gives off a similar aesthetic with the embossing, but it's just got that neutral gray. They all kind of tell slightly different stories, but they all fall under the same aesthetic. So I'm just gonna like start cleaning this up. I just want to be able to see all of this. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but ideally I don't want anything to be too hidden. Placement is also a little important. I have a few images that use a lot of black. I wouldn't want those to be grouped up into one section. I want all the imagery to be kind of spread out. We've got 1 minute left. At this point, I'm just messing around with placements. So maybe something like this. Maybe I'll move this All right, the time is up. 30 minutes have passed. This is my mood board. I'll clarify again. So my aesthetic was black and white typography. This is what everyone worked on during the stream. This is the mood boards that everyone came up with their own style. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.